New photo book announcement: a hardcover photo book about Yuzuru Hanyu's amateur and professional career, G.O.A.T 2007-2023 Hanyu Yuzuru Photobook, Trace of the Greatest of All Times, will go on sale around December 7th. The volume contains the work of photographer Kiyoshi Sakamoto, who has been photographing Yuzuru Hanyu for over 15 years since 2007. Inside are 208 pages of Yuzuru Hanyu's photographs, starting with novices, selected from 100,000 taken at competitions and shows, some to be published for the first time. More than 45 programs will be covered. The book will be in a 3-sided box. There will be a photographer's commentary at the end. Previously unpublished images are announced. The photo book is already #1 on the bestseller list of Japanese Amazon and Rakuten books. What a great gift for Yuzuru Hanyu himself for his birthday and for his many admirers. In general, after Yuzuru Hanyu's retirement from the professional ranks, he began a life full of different events. You just have to keep up with everything. Whirls through life like ice. I'm sure there will be many people who want to buy this edition. New photo of Yuzuru Hanyu for Anna. A new photo of Yuzuru Hanyu with Anna merchandise dedicated to him has been published. The cubs are sold in pairs and are only available for purchase by Anna airline passengers. I am thrilled with both Yuzuru Hanyu and the bears. Happy Anna passengers that they can buy it all. A grown-up man, a boy of 18 years old. What a beauty. What a good-looking, fresh and young, like a young cucumber. Yuzuru Hanyu, I adore you. It's been Hanyu's first year as a professional figure skater. He has not disappointed and has answered the aspirations that Hanyu talked about at the beginning of the year. Moreover, he has answered them by exceeding them many times over. But what Hanyu feels now is far from a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment. After this year, I felt like I wasn't doing anything but figure skating. What does he mean by saying he doesn't do anything but figure skating? I realized what I can't do, Hanyu replies. In the last year, for the first time, I started to feel that I was missing something when I put on my own programs and moved to music. For example, when I'm asked to perform in a show and say, take over the choreography of the intro or try to do a little skating here, the choreography I can come up with is very limited. When I look back on my childhood, it's very frustrating that I'm still doing pretty much the same moves. I realized that I couldn't do a large number of different movements, although I tried to incorporate a variety of things into my routines, remembering that there is such and such a movement or such and such a movement. Eventually I realized that I needed to learn not only my own style, but also the ideas of professionals in the field. From the viewer's perspective, Hanyu has achieved an outstanding level of artistry as a figure skater. For example, his dance moves in his programs have become even more polished, and he seems to have fully developed as a dancer. But Hanyu himself doesn't see it that way. He is not satisfied. Even in dance programs, you can't be satisfied with little just because you're a skater, and if you don't raise your level as a dancer, you'll only get programs that somehow imitate dance. I think that if you're going to do dance, you should listen to people who know everything about dance and incorporate dance into your programs. He feels that there are a lot of things he doesn't know how to do yet. He realizes this, so he says, "This past year has been tremendous. In fact, I haven't done a lot of things yet, so I feel a lot of potential in myself." A person who only did figure skating has started to learn different things and implement them into figure skating. I hope it becomes not just figure skating, but self-expression with a touch of fun. He is driven by the desire to keep moving forward and not stop there. That is the driving force behind his second year as a professional figure skater. The days of overcoming himself continue. Last July, Yuzuru Hanyu announced that he was moving on to the pros. At the same time, he said he would continue as a professional athlete and that he would never stop challenging himself. The ice shows he has performed in the past year have been the realization of this idea while showcasing Hanyu's various abilities. His first show as a professional, Prologue, was held in November in Yokohama and December in Hakanoha, totaling 5 performances at the 2 venues. The biggest surprise was that Hanyu was the only contestant. It was an unprecedented challenge for figure skating, but he managed to roll through the nearly 2-hour performance. He was also the only performer in his show The Gift, held at the Tokyo Dome in February this year. Again, he performed alone from the beginning to the end of the show. Hanyu's extraordinary physical stamina is not the only reason for the success of his solo ice shows. Prologue opened with Seimei, the program everyone knows as the free skating program of the Pyeongchang Olympics, where Hanyu won his next title after the Sochi Olympics. From the very beginning he performed quadruple salcho, quadruple tool-up and triple axel, and in the second half he succeeded in combinations of triple axel, triple tool-up, triple axel Euler, triple salcho. Bright execution of all jumps, including the most difficult ones, and the density of rotations, steps and linking movements were as good as or even better than that of an athlete in competitions. The high level of performance embodied in Seimei gives an idea of how hard Hanyu trained for many days. Realizing a solo ice show, practicing individual programs and a whole series of ice shows, all of this is a testament to Hanyu's unwavering attitude as an athlete and as a pioneer. In addition to his skills as a skater, he also demonstrated his production skills, which was also a factor in his success. Seimei in Prologue was performed as a competitive program, after a 6-minute warm-up. The determination in rolling Seimei as well as the unusual composition of the ice show attracted the audience. In Prologue, Hanyu talked about his career, present and future, and in The Gift a story created by Yuzuru himself was shown on a huge screen, which was superimposed on the ice performance and conveyed its meaning. The success of the show was due to the outstanding skill of composition and staging. The Gift was the first figure skating show to be held at the Tokyo Dome. The number of visitors was 35,000, and a live broadcast was organized in cinemas throughout Japan and overseas, which was watched by 30,000 people. It's also worth noting that the show was broadcast worldwide, on streaming platforms. This is how I stand in front of you, with all these emotions. Honestly, I'm very excited because it's my first time performing in such a project, Hanyu shared after the first day of his ice show Notte Stellata. This ice show, held with the participation of figure skaters from Japan and abroad on the special day of March 11th, was filled with thoughts of the areas affected by the disaster and the people affected by the disaster. It clearly showcased Yuzuru Hanyu as a person who empathizes and cares about others,